Buddy, we are coming at you from live outside good old P-Town.
Yo, Piqua, Ohio, that's my home place.
Yes, we're taking a nice, wonderful nature walk. And by nature walk, I mean we're on a bike path. So that's, not supernatural.
And for those of you who don't know what a bike path is, it is not a path that is laid with bikes, like most people would assume.
Danny, I think most people know what a bike path is.
Well, maybe they don't.
Oh, this is Sean from the Chill and Chat podcast.
And Dano, what's up?
How's it going, folks?
I hope it's going good for them.
I sure hope so, too. It's nice and sunny where we are in bright P-Town.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not too hot like it was, last week?
Last week wasn't even hot. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Last week was brutal.
It was not.
Yeah, it was.
I think you're just being a lily-livered.
I'm a bubble blowing double baby.
What was it they said? It's just like, hey, Patrick, weren't we the double-blowing bubble baby?
Bubble blowing double baby.
Oh, the bubble-blowing double baby. That's right.
We're on a baby hunt.
And don't think we don't know how to weed them out. Weed them out.
Weed.
Looks like we got ourselves a
double baby.
What? No. I don't know anything about the
goober, yeah!
That seems so funny.
I love SpongeBob movie.
I also love the part where Dennis is just blowing a bubble to track them. And then he says, hey we got a policy around here, new guy. All bubble-blowing babies will be beaten senseless by every... And then he gets smacked. And there's like, able-bodied patron in the bar. And then he sinks the rough tug or whatever it is?
Yeah. And then he just rides off on his bike like...
Welcome to the Salty Splooge. How gay are you?
How gay am I? How gay am I? I stuck a finger outside of some guy's butt.
Have you seen that video?
No! That's a video!
There's a guy who does a bunch of stills from old SpongeBob episodes.
Of course.
Yeah, and he's really good at doing everyone's voice. I forget the name of him, unfortunately. I'll have to tell you afterwards.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up and things.
But
is it like Herculad?
Kind of. Where he just takes the imagery from SpongeBob and just puts his own audio above it. But anyway, there's this one where...
Like a YouTube poop almost?
Yeah, kind of.
Except not.
Except you're not, rearranging audio from other sources. It's your own audio.
Oh, so voiceover.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Kind of like how they're like, I have an announcement for y'all, Shadow the Hedgehog. That guy who does that over Sonic Adventure 2. But anyway, This is SpongeBob. So the guy from the Salty Splatoon is like, welcome to the Salty Splooge. How gay are you? And the guy going in says, how gay am I? How gay am I? I'm so gay I had a bowl of dicks for breakfast. And then he says, yeah, so? Without any condoms. And then he says, right this way. And then Squidward walks up and says, oh, God, I gotta get into the Salty Splooge or else they'll revoke my N-word pass.
Oh, God.
And it's just 3 minutes of Squidward trying to do gay stuff. Yes, that's actually one of the things, because he sticks his nose in his mouth, over and over again, making the sound. It's really funny.
Good Lord.
I love it. I recommend everybody watch it.
Cloud just came over us. We are now in darkness.
Cloud Strife?
Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. Hi, I'm Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, he kind of is, confident after a while, actually. I know he has an identity crisis throughout most of it, but still, he plays it off as, a confident individual.
My game's plot is pretty simple.
It's not.
And it goes like this.
But it's not complicated. It's just Cloud's a clone. Not really a clone, though. He just has cells from Sephiroth. Not really Sephiroth, but Jenova.
I just really like that rap that the Starbomb guys did.
I was a mercenary from the local flip.
I was a mercenary working for the Avalanche gang.
Awesome Mako
terrorist who you'd probably want to bang.
I got caught in a reactor shortly after my last raid and got shot into a slum where I could have gotten
squared. That's squirrelates for anyone who's wondering at home. Anyway, I had to go inside the Midgard zone.
Her name was Aerith, and I soon became her bodyguard. She knew how to work his staff, and she made my body hard.
Looking up the whole show, Cloud, please take a rest. So let's hear the many of our undefined gas.
Hubert, what's your game about?
I jump on blocks.
In the asteroid ship?
I blow blocks.
I'm very sure we skipped a bunch.
No, that was pretty good. I mean, we skipped the whole entire intro, but that's fine.
That's okay.
It's fine.
Oh, look at these robins. Well, I mean, you can't see them. Actually, that might not be a robin.
That's not a robin. That's not a baby robin. Hello, little robin.
It's a rockin' robin, dude.
Rockin' robin. Tweet, 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 robin.
That's a crow. It's not a robin.
Crow! Crow!
Did you ever hear about the man who shot crows?
No, what happened?
He just dead.
Oh.
There's no moral or story. He just shot crows because he was bored.
Well, Sean, I thought you were going to tell a story.
No.
A story for the people.
No.
A story for the people in the stories.
Here's a story for you. Remember the last podcast, or I don't know if it's the last podcast or not at this point. Just the podcast number 4 where we said, oh, cicada. No, we didn't say it was cicada. No. Podcast number 4 where we were discussing whether or not SpongeBob being buried in the ground and then Mr. Krabs pulling on his nose, asking if that was his nose was a thing.
Yes, and it's not a thing.
It's not a thing, Danny.
I was wrong.
After 10 minutes of trying to find the right video to prove otherwise, because literally everyone keeps making the joke, we were actually able to find actual footage from that episode saying, just Mr. Krabs pulling him out. Just like, what are you doing down there, boy?
I was wrong. I was wrong! I was so very wrong!
Mario!
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, Danny.
I love it when he does the thing with his mouth, just tongue like.
He goes.
Bang.
I love Yoshi.
Yoshi's freaking awesome.
Let's take Yoshi and cook it and get its powers. How'd you feel if you had a long stretchy tongue like Yoshi?
If I had a long stretchy tongue like, well, Sean, I could tell you eating would be a lot easier.
Oh, eating out, dude.
At a restaurant. I like how we both tried not to make it dirty.
I mean, like, you could also stick your tongue under the table and maybe play with someone's foot.
I'd do that.
Would you play footsie with your tongue in someone else's foot?
If it was someone I knew personally. Like you.
That's like giving foot massages, dude. Danny, give a nice lady a foot massage and she'll love you. Give a nice man a foot massage and he'll love you.
Yoshi, not gay.
Why? Yoshi can be gay. Yoshi can be bi. Yoshi can be whatever the hell he wants to be. He's
Yoshi fucks Birdo.
You don't know that.
Yoshi sucks the Birdo.
You don't know that. And besides, Birdo's like transgender.
Birdo. Oh, we're going in a tunnel, people.
Not
it's
really.
Echoey.
It's just under a bridge.
Oh yeah, we're under a bridge. You can probably hear the cars, and we can see the graffiti.
Graffiti.
Love yourself. Aw, I will.
I need some dick. It does say that down there.
Yeah, it does say that down there. Everyone needs dick. Love wins.
Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson? Dude, that freaking Robin, dude.
Let's go into the river and say hello.
Say hello. Say hello to Dick.
Why don't we just, like, swim into those people with kayaks over there?
Okay.
Wouldn't that be fun, Danny?
Oh, yeah, Mario.
Alright, so... I don't know what exactly, but, like, some of those clouds are just arranged in a very weird way to me.
They're pretty.
They look unnaturally natural, if anyone, like, can make sense of that. I know it's a nonsensical way to describe it.
They do look like they're in, like, a weird pattern that clouds wouldn't be in.
They're, like, in a cloud formation for some reason.
They're, like, in a solid, like, almost like one cloud is north, one cloud is south, one cloud's east, one cloud's west. And it just makes, like, a weird, like an almost checkerboard kind of pattern? Yeah, kind of a checkerboard kind of pattern. And it basically looks like they're about to, form Exodia. Exodia, the clouded one. Kaiba! Kaiba, you don't believe in the heart of the cards, and that's why you lost this duel. Because you're a little bitch, Kaiba. But I won't send you to the Shadow Realm. No. Too many people love you. Yeah, too many people love you, Kaiba. Kaiba. I love when he says that. He's just, Kaiba. Kaiba. So powerful. Kaiba, because of your lack... What? Goku! What in Ra's name is going on? Goku! That's like a half, Krillin, half Bart. It's supposed to be kind of Krillin-ish. It's Krillin Bart. Goku. Can you make Krillin say totally tubular, dude? Totally tubular, dude! That sounds more like Bart than Krillin. Oh, man. Eat my shorts. How'd you... Oh, Family Guy. Simpsons has done that joke before. Oh, yeah, they have. They've done Dragon Ball. They've done Pokemon, too. Yeah, they did. Pokemon! They said, well, why don't you Pokemon go to hell? Why don't you Pokemon go to hell, you fuck? Why didn't Hillary Clinton say that? People would like her more ironically.
I don't know.
Like, a lot of people would be just, like, innately offended, but people would be like, well, it's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
Instead of Pokemon Go to the polls.
Yeah.
That was
Pokemon
stupid.
Go, fuck yourself.
That's funny.
I'm Ash Ketchum. I'm gonna catch 'em all.
The Pokemon time is 4:30 p.m.
Oh God, I'm late.
Do you remember that? Do you remember
Yeah.
that watch?
Yeah, that was a cool watch.
They had Pokemon watches that had Ash Ketchum's voice.
Yeah, actually. I've never had one.
Danny, what
No.
if I got you one?
I would love that.
Now, what if I got you none?
I would also love that. 'Cause I don't need things. I'm just a normal guy.
Can I give you a brown rope?
Why specifically that?
I don't know. I just want to give you a brown rope.
So I could hang up my pictures.
See, that person has the right idea, swimming in the river.
I'm swimming in the river.
That's what I like. Are they butterflying?
Yeah.
Holy cribbity. No. They weren't quite butterflying. They weren't quite butterflying, stroking. Sorry about that.
I've got a song for you. Oh,
Sing
I'm
it.
swimming in the river and I'm gonna get AIDS. I'm swimming in
Gonna
the
get
river
AIDS?
and I'm gonna get a disease. Swimming and I'm swimming in the river all the time. I'm swimming in the river. I can't think of a rhyme.
You just rhyme time with rhyme. That's pretty good. Oh, I really hope we don't capsize that canoe there.
Oh, me neither. That would be terrible.
That'd be very, very sad.
But you also know CPR
I do know
and
CPR.
how to do first aid
To an extent.
to an extent. Sean is a lifeguard.
First aid is something I have to work on a bit more.
Yeah. But he's a lifeguard. He saves people.
Danny, you say that like I'm literally some weird force for good or something.
No, he's a lifeguard at a pool. But he's a lifeguard.
Oh, Danny. You've done life-saving things.
No, I haven't.
You fought the Congus.
Oh yeah, I fought the freaking Congus, dickhead. He stole my fucking golden banana. Got it back though. It was delicious. Turned out it was just a regular banana that was just brighter than the other ones.
Still, though, you fought the Congus and saved everyone from World War H.
World War H? Oh God! Don't remind me of World War H.
You know what the best part about World War H is?
What?
It didn't exist.
Yay!
We didn't have to worry about another world war.
Yay!
It's amazing, don't you think?
Yes.
How would you... Okay, so just a big
Yeah.
hypothetical here.
Okay.
We get in, like, a real big tizzy up with Korea or something like that. And also Russia's doing some nonsense stuff.
Russia.
And also drug trades in South America are going crazy or
Goddamn
something like
drug
that. Like,
trades.
this is very hypothetical, okay?
Yes, Sean.
How would you feel if, like, we just got into another world war right now and, like, we were both drafted?
Oh, I'd be very scared.
And do you think they'd actually, like, have a good enough training regimen to be able to, you know, prepare draftees for... That's a bobber. Draftees for, you know, this upcoming new age world war that's going to be a lot more technically advanced than the previous ones.
God, no. Dude, I barely can do a pull-up. How do you expect me to be trained to fucking fight in a war that I would more than likely be rebelling against?
And that's the thing, too, is, like, do you think they'd actually send you directly, or do you think they'd make you operate something manually?
I'd like to operate something manually.
Or, I mean, something...
Like from a distance, like
Yeah.
like a robot suit?
Like, if you were... Well, maybe something along that lines, just like a drone of some sort that would do the combat for you, essentially.
I'd actually like that, because I'm lazy. Well, I'm not lazy, I don't do... I have my own opinions, I'd rather not
Ooh, a
just share
monarch.
them.
Oh, a lovely monarch.
Yeah, Monarch, let's focus on the Monarch. Yeah, I don't know, I don't like to get political.
I'm just saying, it's like... That's just a situation that'd be just horrible for most people to be in.
Oh yeah, it would be. Specifically, like, millennials, like, younger than some people who are
Danny,
a
I
little
think we
younger.
technically are millennials.
Well, yeah, okay, maybe not millennials.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry, I just stopped. There's a teeny tiny mantis nymph here.
Oh my god, you're so cute.
Oh my god. You're absolutely miraculous, aren't you?
He's fast.
Well, yeah, they're teeny tiny mantises.
They're so cute.
Supposed to be. And you were just hatched freshly, weren't you now, little fella?
How do you know?
Because it's so tiny. Like, mantises, like a very few other types of bugs, don't really metamorphose
Oh.
like a beetle or a moth would.
They hatch?
They kind of hatch, and they're in a nymph state, which is essentially like a much smaller version of the adult. If I'm getting this right. Again, I am only an amateur entomologist, but...
You know, the knights that say, neep.
A nymph, not knee.
Oh, neep.
And not nympho. They don't have sex with a bunch of people.
A fucking nymphomaniac grasshopper. I mean, the female does eat the husband's head.
That doesn't make you a nympho. That just makes you a head eater.
That's good.
But yeah, there are relatively few species of insects that don't really metamorphose and just kind of stay in like nymph-like stages and progressively get bigger.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Cool.
You know why that happens?
Why?
Why certain bugs have... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of gassy and burpy. Excuse me. You know why certain bugs metamorphose?
Why?
Well, metamorphosize, I should say.
Oh, why is that, Mr. Sean?
To fill different niches within their environment.
Oh, of course, Mr. Higgins. And what else do you have to say about that?
Well, I mean, like, what I mean by that is a larval caterpillar of a certain moth species won't be competing for the same food that the adult moth will be.
Oh,
I mean, a lot of people listening to this may know this already, but just in case, just a little bit of ecological tidbits for y'all. But it's really fascinating, the world of bugs around us. It's just so unfortunate that some people don't stop and consider just what's all around you at a point.
Yeah, I kind of get that too. Like, I used to be very scared of spiders, arachnophobic. Anymore though, I'm just kind of a little around them.
I believe arachnids are kind of a similar case where most of them have like, well, most of them are going to be hatched and are just going to be small versions of the adults essentially.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I've noticed and studied.
But anymore, as I look in nature and I see one, I'm just like, wow, you're actually kind of cute, buddy.
Well, there's also my rule that, you know, if something isn't attacking me actively or posing any sort of threat, I have no right to take its life or disturb it.
Right.
And I feel bad because I get very curious about things, and if I see a big, beautiful dragonfly right in front of me, I am very much inclined to look at it and study it for a moment.
Oh, dude, check out this water. It looks blue.
I don't like that.
That's so weird.
I don't like that.
Me neither. That means that there's pollution.
Or just weird color dyes. I mean, to be fair, we're pretty close to the water treatment plant.
Yeah. But, like, now if I do see a spider in my home, and it's not near, like, a doorway or a windowsill, it's just there, I'm gonna kill it.
Oh, really? Well, okay, that's right. You don't love bugs as much as I do.
I don't love bugs. If they are out in nature, they are beautiful and they are fine. However, if they are in my house, I am sorry, but you must die. However, I caught a fly with my hand today, just like right out of the air. It was awesome.
This morning, I want to say very early this morning, in fact, so early this morning that I wasn't even asleep yet, there was a moth that had gotten into my room from the previous night because I sleep with my window open.
Yes, he does.
And I nicknamed him Melvin, of course. Melvin the moth.
Melvin.
Who might not even be a male moth.
Melvin, brother of the Joker.
I wasn't even thinking that. I just thought Melvin the moth was funny, but you're Melvin the brother of the Joker.
Melvin the moth, he's the brother of the Joker.
Anyway, I took the moth in a cup and released him back outside during the nighttime.
Right.
That's pretty much all there was to it. But, like, I really like moths.
Yeah.
So I just enjoyed this thing's company for a little while.
Honestly, I know a lot of people aren't into, like, taxidermy and stuff. Like, a lot of them are very vegan, and they don't like the
Some
killing.
people just don't like being around bugs, too.
Yeah, and the display of animals and bugs and stuff. However, I find bug taxidermy fascinating.
It's kind of neat to see how something looks just in a less unsettling way. I mean, it's still a bug, which people are going to be unsettled by regardless.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can look at it while it's not as creepy while being living, which, you know, I guess that's just how I interpret from another person's point of view. Mm-hmm. I think bugs are miraculous little creatures.
Oh, totally. I love, like, it's like, the kind of taxidermy I like is, like, I do like the vegan taxidermy because then they can do, like, mythical creatures and stuff like that.
Like a Leopleurodon?
Yeah. But I super love, like, bat taxidermy. Like, bat bones and...
Oh, you know, bats are really cool because the bones in their wings are very similar to people's hands.
Yeah, it's so interesting. It's like, if I would ever have my own place, I would have that on the walls. Besides posters, because I have a lot of posters.
So essentially when bats are flapping their wings, it's like they're just doing, like, little wrist movements.
They're, like, waving at you, like, hi, friend!
Yeah, dude.
I'm a bat! I used to be scared of bats when I was a little kid.
Oh, I've always loved bats. Always, always, always. Because I always get eaten by mosquitoes the most in my family.
Yeah.
So, upon learning that they eat mosquitoes, I was like, oh, these things are absolutely amazing. They're freaking little mammalian Jesus.
Yeah,
I mean, Jesus was already a mammal, but still, like, flying mammalian Jesus.
Yeah. No, like, as I got older, I really got into, like, the creepy, like, and strange stuff. And most people find bats creepy, and I can understand that. But if you ever have seen one, like, up close or even, like, in a video...
They're cute.
They're so cute.
They're just, like, little rats with
They
wings.
are the most adorable. Like, I'm a cat person. I'm a straight cat person. I like dogs, but I'm a like, cat guy. I like cats.
Oh, that's a leaf. Sorry.
John thought he saw a bug.
I thought that was a moth.
Yeah.
There have been multiple times where I've seen what appeared to be a leaf, and upon closer inspection, oh, that's just a big moth.
Yeah. But anyways, but if I had, like, the resources and, like, knowledge to take care of a bat, I would.
Would you really, Danny?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Would you drink its bat milk?
No, I wouldn't drink his bat milk.
Danny, what if they researched
It's not Batman.
What if they researched further into it, and they were like, we have discovered that bat milk is the cure for all major ailments, including but not limited to autoimmune deficiency syndrome, cancer, polio, which isn't really much of a problem anymore, but still,
I have polio.
Ebola,
Ebola.
gonorrhea, syphilis, and hangovers.
The hangover one I'd take, even though I don't drink that enough to get a hangover.
Now,
But what about anxiety? Does it cure anxiety?
it helps reduce the symptoms associated with anxiety.
Then I drink some straight freaking bat milk.
All right, but here's the deal. Now that bat milk is such a coveted item, people are going into, let's just say, not so ethical methods to harvest a bunch of vats to be able to produce milk like that.
Oh, like Mr. Krabs did with the jellyfish.
Yeah, essentially. Essentially like that. Like, the bats may still be living, but they're in less optimal conditions. In fact, maybe it's the less optimal conditions that cause some of their populations to decline a little bit while they're in captive populations.
That'd be unfortunate. I would actually be the one to be like, bats need to be milked ethically and at homegrown places, not forcefully in nature.
And as a result of them not being so common in the wild anymore, all the bugs that they eat, like mosquitoes and little moths and stuff, tend to overpopulate, and they're able to transmit more disease to people.
And then we all die.
And ironically, more people die as a result.
Jeez, that'd be unfortunate. So I'd say kind of no then to Batman.
Again, this is a very specific hypothetical. That's just how I think it would happen.
I love your hypotheticals, though.
That's so nonsensical, and it's just like out of the blue.
Sean, I think you could write a book on all the hypotheticals you have.
What would you do? Would you look at a plant in the eye, or would you make a bat cry?
And make it like a choose your own adventure book, too. Choose your own hypothetical!
Would you get Pepsi from the woman, or would you get Coke? If you were a moment older.
Coke, duh. Coke's better than Pepsi.
All right, Danny. Now you're a tree. Okay? Okay, trees that go bing. So you're allowed to go bing as a tree.
Bing.
Now, a man's looking at you, okay?
Bing.
And I didn't say you could see.
Okay.
You just know because you have tree powers.
Ooh.
You can sense, using your nature sense, that there's a man next to you.
Bing.
You can also sense that he's holding an object in his hand.
Bing.
And now you feel like a sharp pain in your side. Okay? Now, you can scream. So you can just be like, bing, or you can go, oh!
Oh!
Okay.
That was probably very loud.
The man stops, right? Oh, there's a groundhog over there. So the man stops, right?
Hi, groundhog. Yes. Bing.
The man looks up at you and says, whoa, is that a screaming tree? And yeah, you can keep on screaming if you want.
Oh!
So the man leaves. You sense that he's able to leave. You have this pain in your side still, but it's like, it's diminishing a little bit because he only struck once. So, like, you know, you're going to get better. But all of a sudden you notice this man comes back with two other people, right? And so you feel another sharp pain in your side again. And then you hear them say, oh, wow, that's really fascinating. I didn't know that screaming trees were a thing.
Bing, 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 bing.
And so, using your network of roots and interconnected fungal systems, you realize that other trees of your kind are being smacked by people just to scream.
Bing, bing.
Okay?
Oh, that's a moth.
A tiny moth that I almost stepped on. Now,
He was like,
all of you are screaming
yeah.
in pain because people keep smacking you. And now, you wake up. You're in bed. You look down at your stomach, and you realize there's a scar on your right side.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Now, here's where it gets tricky, Danny.
Tricky dick.
Here's where it gets tricky. Do you continue using your old body wash or your new body wash in the shower?
New body wash.
All right. Now, as a result of that, there's a tree in front of your yard.
Hi.
It's the Whomping Willis.
Aw.
And every time you walk underneath it, it slaps you on the behind.
Woohoo!
The end.
Sean, that is a very good hypothetical. I like that hypothetical so much. You know what? You know why I like that hypothetical?
Because it had the Whomping Willis?
Yeah. No, I like the hypothetical because if I actually woke up from a dream like that with scars on me, I would probably go to my mother and be like, Mom? So, here's what happened.
And Tina says, oh yeah, you made the Whomping Willis exist.
Focus on the stars!
Oh yeah, that's because of the Whomping Willis.
God damn it. God damn it, Pistachio.
Little
Have you
did you
always
know.
been this delicious?
Little did you know, the Whomping Willis was able to get inside your house, and it, like, drew swirls on your face. But also, I was there, and it drew a big penis on mine.
Like Jigglypuff does?
Yeah.
Except,
Why doesn't Jigglypuff draw penises on people's faces?
because Pokemon is rated for G kids.
Yeah, but it could, like, say it's, I don't know, a
not a
weird
dick.
cylinder. Yeah, it could say it's not a penis.
Not a penis! I heard you drew a not a penis.
That's how, yeah, we were in, a place,
Yeah.
and there was dirt on the ground, okay?
Yeah.
Well, it was outside in the woods. So there was dirt on the ground, and someone had been there recently because it was very phallic-shaped. Someone had drawn 2 testes in a shaft. And what I did was I put a little smiley face where, like, kind of in the middle of the nose, so it looked like a big nose. Mm-hmm. And I drew little circles inside the balls, so it looked like eyeballs, and I gave it eyebrows.
And you drew the not penis.
So it was like a Actually, that happened at OhioCon, too.
Yeah.
Like, literally, people were like, can I draw a penis on this? I was like, try to make it not phallic, but, you know, you can do whatever you want with it.
And they drew not a penis.
People drew a bunch of not penises on my, on my palette.
Yeah, because he was Bob Ross.
I was Bob Ross.
You're very good, Bob Ross.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Danny. You were a good Finn.
Thanks. I love doing Finn.
Adventure time! Oh my god! Someone call an ambulance!
I can't wait.
He lost his dog!
Yeah, I can't wait till next year. Or this coming year. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's in January, so this January, because I've almost got my full costume complete.
Do you have a kidney bean?
I don't need a kidney bean.
Do you have a kidney bean?
I don't need a freaking kidney bean.
Danny, how would you feel if the kidney bean god came before you and sang a lovely song?
I'd like that.
The bean is mean and you are green. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're blue.
Ugh. Why am I blue? Does this mean I'm dead?
He says, it's not what I meant to happen, oh boo-hoo. And now you're a rat. And I'm there too, and I'm laughing. But I'm also 6 inches tall.
So you're just next to me, just 6 inches tall, and I'm a rat?
I'm laughing and I'm 6 inches tall. I'm not even laughing at you, I'm just laughing. I see you there. I'm like, oh, cool. And I get a teeny tiny, like, sword out of my pocket. And I hop on top of you and I say, hey-ya! And we race off into the sunset.
It's like, you just hear this little...
And then we get stomped on by an elephant. The end.
Yay, we died. I like dying.
Well, I mean, it's we might have gotten just smushed and disfigured horribly, but...
I like getting smushed and disfigured.
It's heavily implied that dying is a possibility, but it didn't happen quite. Well,
Right.
it might have. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man.
That's just how it goes.
That's how it goes.
A ghost.
Ghost!
Are you a Himalayan ghost, Pepper? What? Stop saying slurs.
I did not say
Don't
slur.
say slurs on our podcast, Danny.
Well, fuck that.
Why?
I don't know. I like swearing.
Well, yeah, but slurring is not good. What would you do if you got a McSlurry?
Ew. No.
It's like a McDonald's It's like a McFlurry, except it's just... It's full of a bunch of ethnic slurs. It's a McSlurry.
I would not like that.
Are you sure?
I mean, if it was made of ice cream, then yeah.
The McSlurry is the most delicious racist drink of all.
Oh, dude, I remember seeing this, like, little meme of, like,
Only
this...
$3.99 for a 16-ounce cup.
Of this, like, anime thing.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, what do you want from McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Boyga! I thought it was funny. It's probably a reference to something that I don't know.
Oh, you don't know that, Danny.
Well, I didn't recognize the character, so yeah.
It's me.
It is I!
Blanco.
Blanco!
Oh, where are they, Danny? Danny!
Where are they?
We found lost children.
Not lost children. Are they the lost boys?
Well, I mean, they sound like they're a variety of genders and ages. They're just kayaking, it seems.
Lost boys is cool.
How would you feel if Peter Pan looked at you and then he ran screaming in your house?
I would be like, huh. Oh, that's a thing.
Like, not even in a threatening way, he just was screaming.
I'd be fine with it.
Did I say Peter Griffin or Peter Pan?
Peter Pan.
What would you do if Peter Pan had a Fu Manchu?
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me?
Maybe.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, Danny, you need to
work on
check
your
yourself
music
before you wreck yourself.
You need to work on your pitch. Sang out of tune, you flip.
Oh, they're not kayakers, they're tubers.
They're tubing.
Yeah. Not tubers like, potatoes and stuff.
I'm a potato.
You're not a potato, Danny.
Die, potato.
Not today. Potatoes are actually very nutritious for you. It's just,
yeah.
I don't eat them because they're very carby.
I like potatoes. I like turtles.
But
Turtle soup!
a baked potato is a very healthy, nutritious meal.
Remember, I'm gonna have some turtle soup.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shredder would say that. That was a lame Shredder, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was...
Funny lame, but...
Yeah, that was the original Shredder from the
Turtle soup.
1980s cartoon. Who was voiced by freaking Uncle Phil.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that.
From West Philadelphia, born and raised on playhouse.
I completely forgot that. I completely Max Goof.
Oh, bring mine. No.
See these weird jutting pieces of wood?
That was a bridge at one point.
Yeah, it was. It's just cool to see remains of that.
Yeah. Big man, another big man.
I like seeing ruined structures and...
Oh, it's totally fascinating.
And how life integrates with them still. Even if, they're not used by people.
Look at the leaves. They're doing the flip-the-floops.
They're doing the flippy-dippy dance.
What if it's a Pokemon?
No, it's a Mokemon.
Mokemon? What's Mokemon?
Mokemon's like Pokemon, but lame.
Oh, okay. So, what did the Mokemon do?
They clean your dishes, and they growl at your neighbor.
I'd be fine with that.
Other than that, they don't really do much else. They just take up space.
Is there one that looks like a dog?
Yes. That's Doggymon.
What about a cat?
That's...
Gatomon.
That's Pussymon.
Pussymon. It's Pussymon!
Pussy Willow.
Pussy Willow.
Yes.
Dude, my dad said he wanted to name a biker gang the Pussy Willows.
That's like funny.
Yeah.
And also like badass.
My dad's cool.
You should do it.
Fucking do it, man. My mom, Cake Boss?
Those are the people that make cakes.
Yeah. Well, my mom and her coworker made a cake one time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not disclosing names. And, they're gonna be called the Cake Boss Bitches.
The Cake Boss Bitches.
Yeah. I mean, she also has, like, a freaking...
Freddy Freaker?
No. No?
It's the freak phone. He's a party freak. Freddy Freaker! What's she have?
Freaky as can be. She also does, when she does karaoke, her and, someone else that we know, go by Sugar Shit Tits.
that's an interesting name.
Sugar shit tits in the house. I mean, not as interesting as Slap 40 Fun and the Guilty Pleasures.
Let's make our first song as Slap 40 Fun and the Guilty Pleasures called Brown as Her Eyes in the Middle of the Night.
Brown has her eyes in the middle of the night.
And it's going to be a techno dance remix.
Brown has her eyes in the middle of the night.
You'll hear like a...
Brown has her eyes in the middle of the night, and the brown has her eyes in the middle of the night, and the brown has her eyes in the middle of the night, shine so bright.
They're going to play it in German techno clubs.
And
And you'll have a big German man saying in German, but also... he'll say oompa, 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 but he'll be DJing the whole thing. He'll be like... Brown has her eyes in the middle of the night. Everybody wake up without a fright. It's very echoey and everything's flashy and cool.
Yeah. But I wouldn't mind doing like Slap 40 Fun and the Guilty Pleasures and making it basically kind of like Fart Barf. You know, like techno-y, but also with like Ropetronic sounds and
Let's
such.
get a talk box, dude. Like what Daft Punk did.
Up on that to the sun.
That's how they did Work It. Do it.
Makes us.
That's how they did all their cool songs. They had
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
I like Around the World, even though it freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah. But I wouldn't mind doing something like that because I think it'd be really fun. Plus, we could have some very, like, intricate lyrics. And people would be like, wow, this song's really deep. But then...
Around the world, around the world.
But then other people would be like, man, this is meaningless. And then people would be like, read the lyrics. And they'd be like, holy shit, this is amazing.
And then they'll say, everything's meaningless. It's just how we interpret and enjoy it while we're around.
Everything is meaningless.
Everything is stupid.
Everything is stupid. Everything is lame.
When you're in the chat, chillin' chat.
Chillin' Chat Podcast here on Podbean. Listen on the Podbean app or podbean.com. Looking for the Chillin' Chat Podcast. That's CHILLN Chat Podcast.
There is a little bit of an apostrophe before the N and a space between the first L and the apostrophe and another space between the N and the second C in chat.
Yeah! So it's CHILL space apostrophe N space CHAT space podcast.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry, I got really specific there. That's just podcast semantics, I guess.
We're just the goofballs.
Oh, you don't know that, Danny.
I'm goofball.
You don't know anything, Chucky.
What?
The triangles go with the circles, Chucky.
The cycles.
How does Chaz sound? He's like...
Chucky, what are you doing?
Chucky, what are you doing? My baby boy.
My baby boy, your mother, I killed her. Oh, God.
And then Chucky goes...
Chubby, help! Chubby! Chubby, help! You know what I freaking love?
Phil and Lil saying they took poops in the toy box.
Yeah. I know, I freaking love Cat Dog. Cat Dog! Cat Dog!
Hello in the world with a
Look at dog! Hello, Cat Dog!
You know the episode where they found their parents, like, always made me cry?
Dude, same! It was their adopted parents, too. Sean is currently drinking some water because hydration is important, kids. Remember, always stay hydrated. Yeah, what he said. Sean has one of those, like, water drinking packs, and it's so cool.
Ugh, I need to pee.
You always need to pee.
That's not inaccurate.
I mean, yeah, every human pees. It's like everybody poops. It's the same situation. There's no negotiation with the fellas at the freaking FCC.
I do not, actually.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, purple. Actually, they're lavender. That was my great-grandmother's favorite color.
I forget what kind of flowers those are, but I want to say their coloration depends on the pH in the soil.
Yeah.
Which is weird because there was a white bunch of them next to a purple bunch. But also some of those flowers' coloration just gets a richer color. Or closer away from white after a certain amount of time for them to mature. I'm sorry I'm so burpy, folks.
It's fine.
Oh, God, this is terrible. Ugh. But, yes, flowers are fascinating as well.
Flowers are cool.
Danny, let's make a garden and then only have the giant.
Sunflowers?
No. Just a giant there to protect it. That way no one else can be there except for us and the giant.
Hiya, George.
The giant will be named Blanco.
Hi, I am Blanco. I am here, George.
I am Blanco. I am the giant, and I am here to protect the flowers.
I protect them. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
And I'm Blanco, and I'm going to freaking kill you.
The trees speak Vietnamese.
That's when Blanco smushes
Oh, look,
the
there's
Lorax.
a bug on my phone.
There's a new on your shoe. Slow down a minute. I'm going to see what this guy is. Oh, it might be a biting fly of some sort.
Goodbye.
There it goes. It just had like a weird little mouth part that was different from regular fly proboscis.
I liked his body. His wings were cool.
Or triangular.
You know what's funny, Sean?
Yo.
You said we wouldn't be walking for an hour, and we wouldn't be walking for 40... Like when we started this podcast, we were walking for 40 minutes.
Hey, they're not allowed to know that.
You fool! I exposed you because you exposed me.
I pulled Danny's pants down in front of the people.
Yeah, he did.
And they were very impressed.
Yeah, because I have a big old penis.
You got his penis blown by the masses.
Goddamn right I did.
What if... You know how, like... A lot of kids have that nightmare where they're in school, but they forgot their clothes or whatever.
Totally.
All right, so what if...
I've
I wonder
had that.
how many people in high school have that, but they're just really horny, so they just dream that everyone's blowing them instead because they have, like, a really inflated ego. Like, I think that's a common occurrence to an extent. Like, they go on stage to do a performance, but then they realize, oh no, I'm not wearing pants or underwear, and, like, everyone gets horny.
Sean,
What?
I had a dream the other night like that. But it wasn't a lot of people, it was just one girl.
Did I ever tell you that I had a weird dream where I was in class and somehow my penis detached itself from my body and slithered away, but I was still able to feel sensations with it, and it allegedly got in someone's orifice, and I was like, oh god. Yeah, it was very unusual to say the least. I don't know if this is, appropriate podcast talk.
Sean, we've talked about so many things on this podcast, anything goes.
Yeah, I guess anything goes. Oh, the path is closed, high water. We can't go there, Danny. I'm sorry.
Too bad we already went through it.
Oh, no, let's talking about the secret path.
Oh, the secret path.
Yeah, there's a secret path that, opens up when the main path closes. Did you know that?
No. I did not, Sean. I am the fool. It is me.
You're not the fool. You're the Daniel.
I'm the Daniel. I'm Chris.
Daniel returned from the lion's den. The adult superstore, not like the actual lion's den.
Yeah.
Is that like the name of the superstore? I'm trying to remember.
Adam and Eve?
Well, there's Adam and Eve, yes, but like
Adam
there's
and Eve, more like Adam and Steve.
there's an even bigger one called like the Lion's something or other.
I don't know. I don't frequent sex stores. I've never even been in one.
Well, it's not even that I've been in them. It's just when you travel
Sure,
up and down.
Sean.
No, like for some reason, Ohio doesn't market these as much as every other state does, apparently. Like, as soon as you get to Kentucky, Tennessee, that's when you start seeing advertisements for strip clubs and adult superstores all over the place.
I'm a strip club.
No, I'm serious.
Girls like to swing off my big old penis.
Like, I know they exist in Ohio, but they're not advertised very well, or at least not to the extent that I've seen them. Or maybe I'm just so used to the environment here that, maybe I'm just walking someplace or driving someplace and I just never noticed.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a billboard for Adam and Grabler over there.
Adam and Grabler? Oh my god.
Adam and Grabler.
Let's go this way.
Yes, it is in the well, why do you want to go in the shade?
Because I know, because I want to.
Okay, fine.
Because it's longer and I like walking. I haven't had a good walk in a while.
My name's Danny. I don't like having fun.
I love having fun. You fuckboy. I love having fun.
My name's Danny, and I'm cooler than the other side of the pillow.
That's not true.
My name's Danny, and I kissed Billy D. Williams once.
Who the hell is Billy D. Williams?
You don't know Billy D. Williams?
Oh, Billy D. Williams.
He was Lando Calrissian, dude.
Oh, yeah, that Billy D. Williams.
Yeah. He was like, hey, I betrayed Han, but it's okay, because I ended up saving him later.
Because I'm Billy D. Williams.
That's not exactly how he said it. In fact, I don't think he did say it.
I don't freaking know.
I just remember there was a Robot Chicken joke about that, where he was like, hey, I'm like the hero. I'm like the I'm like the rogue that's like untrusting but gains everyone's trust. And some kid was like, yeah, but you betrayed Han. Yeah, but I saved him later. But you wouldn't have had to if you didn't betray him in the first place.
He's right, you know.
Oh my god. You know what's funny about Robot Chicken?
Everything.
I haven't seen them in a little while. They've only been relevant like just now and maybe a couple years ago.
I loved Robot Chicken. I liked the episodes where they make fun of the superheroes. And Star Wars.
Those are funny.
Yeah.
The Batman ones.
The Batman ones.
I like when they make fun of G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
I like when they make fun of Transformers.
When they make fun of Charlie Brown.
There's a Transformers one that I really like where Optimus Prime is having prostate problems.
Oh, yeah. Sean?
And I think it's Jazz.
Chat with the people while I get a drink of water.
I think it's Jazz or someone else. It might not have been Jazz because these were first generation Transformers. And he said, you gotta get your ass checked. And it was like the funniest thing. Oh. Also, we're by a state route. Which one is this one, Danny? Is this State Route 36 or... I really don't know. There should be a sign somewhere nearby that would say what it is. Sorry, folks, I'm being the fool yet again. Oh, me, oh, my. It's a lovely day out, though. I see a lovely tree. Its bark slightly stripped in one area. But maybe not stripped. Maybe it's just that way. Oh, nope, it is stripped a little bit. Never mind. This is a fascinating world around us. Sorry for that voice crack. That was awful. But just step outside. Take a walk in the woods. You'll just notice all the life around you. I know that's kind of been the theme of this one, is just look outside and you'll be astounded by how much life there is. But
oh, totally.
Seriously.
Whew, that was some good water.
If you just take a minute to look at the grass by your feet, you'll notice that you are most definitely not alone in this world.
Lions.
Lions?
Rotary.
Lions?
Border City.
Lions?
Luncheon. Tijuanas.
Lions?
Yeah, like the Lion King, the good one, the animated one.
I heard the live action one was Poopo Supreme.
Oh, totally. Everyone knew it was going to be Poopo Supreme.
But people still watched it anyway.
Because they wanted it to be National Geographic and not fun. There was no life to it. It was just...
They're going to make a Disney adaptation of... Were they going to make a live-action adaptation of a Disney film by Disney, more Nat Geo, as opposed to like, oh no, this is just live-action lions being funny.
Yeah. Like, why?
That's ridiculous.
Disney, I love you. You're doing some great things. I cannot wait for the next Pixar film.
The next Boybo the Great.
I think it's going to be called, like, Beyond or Onward.
Incredibles 4.5, dude.
Incredibles 4.5. What is there, Jack short?
I imagine there have been a lot of Incredibles shorts by now. Oh, can you spot me? I need to make a whiz.
Sure, bud.
Okay.
Sean makes a whiz. I will tell you that I'm actually having a good time doing this podcast. It was all, like, Sean's idea.
It was not.
Okay, we wanted to make a podcast for a while. And Sean was like, hey, why don't we call it the Chill and Chat Podcast? And I'm like, yeah, you know what, that's a great idea. And so we made it, and it's fun, and Sean is still trying to find a... There we go. Alright. Well, while he's doing his business, I will say that the stream looks very lovely today, actually. I love, like, when...
Don't make it right in public.
I love it when rocks and stuff get, like, overflowed with, like, water and stuff, because I think it's very it's very beautiful how it just flows, like, so naturally. I guess that's why they call it nature. But it's very impressive. I also like the dark stuff, you know, like nighttime stuff, like spooky things. That's my jam. But yeah, sorry if I say "but yeahs" a lot. That's just kind of my filler thing instead of just being quiet. See how weird that was? No, no one likes that. But I like the dark and spooky times. I can't wait. Okay, I can't wait for October. You know, Halloween and stuff. Is that a great howl? No, it's the amazing Sean!
Listen up, you people around. I am foolish, but I'm not brown. Wait, I am, but still that's okay. You can be brown and you're right by my way. Wee, hee, hee, ha, 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 ha.
Anyways, we shall go on with our adventure back to the apartment. Back to my car at the apartment. And because I parked there, where I should have probably just had my mother drop me off. This is a sign I'm shaking.
Why are you shaking the sign, Danny?
Because it deserves it.
I saw the sign.
It opened up my eyes, I saw the sign.
I don't know Danny.
I saw the sign.
I sat on my fanny. Now I'm here with Danny.
Ooh,
I saw the sign.
you might hear the rushing of water and passing cars, but the rushing of water, that's because they have opened the spillway.
Yeah, I love the spillway a lot.
Probably because of all the rain that we had for a while.
Wow, that's very, very, very intuitional of you, Danny.
Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it.
Oh, let's go up the grass hill. That's the fun one.
Health, yeah. Sorry if you guys have been hearing me spit a lot. I get a lot of mucus built up in the heat.
Danny's trying to keep his demon at bay.
Gotta keep that demon at bay. Oh wait, the demon is me. I am he.
Actually, I kind of want to go over the spillway, even though it might be a little loud. Just because it's kind of neat.
Yeah, plus you guys can get that sweet, sweet nature sound.
I mean, you're probably hearing it right now.
Yeah, it's probably very audible. My phone picks up audio really well.
Audible.com. Read books? I mean, have books read to you. Sorry
Not
about
sponsored
that.
by Audible.
We're not sponsored by Audible.
I wish we were, though. That'd be cool.
Danny, if you were sponsored by Edible Arrangements, how would you feel?
I would want an edible arrangement. Freaking love fruit.
Fruit. Just fruit.
And chocolate.
I'll beat you up there.
You probably will, because I'm slow.
Yeah, I told you I would.
I'm not athletic like Sean.
Well, let's keep going. Be wary of your phone.
Oh, yeah, because we're going over the spillway. Now, it might get a little loud, people, but that's fine. Just enjoy the sound of nature.
I've been fishing on this area quite a few times, actually.
Oh, me and my dad have done it multiple times. And
Really nice.
Ever since we lived at our current house.
It's very nice. I like this area a lot.
Totally, dude.
There's a monarch.
And there's a house.
Yeah, there's a house. I keep forgetting that house is there.
Oh, there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. Oh, there's a hole. There's a fish in the water. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea.
There's a bunch of fish in the water.
Holy shit. Me without my fishing rod.
Oh, Danny. I'm sorry, I thought I saw a lizard just, like, scurry by here.
Dude, lizards are cool.
I know. I love the little buggers.
Where are we going?
We're just going this way.
Okay.
Are you okay, Danny?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you need a friend?
Everybody wants to be a cat.
I'll be your friend, Danny.
You are my friend. For 10 years we've been friends.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
10 whole years.
Let's go onward.
Actually, it was like roughly at the beginning of June when it was 10 years exactly. Because of Music Warehouse.
Yeah.
That's where we met.
Yeah.
The best buddies.
Yeah.
And even if we didn't talk for a couple years, we're still good friends.
Dan saw the sign. He opened up the eyes. He saw the sign.
Danny, don't you know?
Oh, and look at that blue heron.
Oh my god, he's beautiful.
They are one of the most majestic birds. I have always loved them ever since I was a young child.
Look, up in the clouds. The heavens have sent us a message.
Sorry, we may startle this beautiful creature in front of us. But just look at him.
There's a new Zelda game.
No, but just look at it. Like,
It is
that's
beautiful.
That's a majestic creature.
That was a majestic dinosaur.
They do look very dinosaurish with their long necks.
And
I love
believe
them.
dinosaurs roamed the earth many eons ago.
Many eons.
I think he's looking for dinner.
Quite possibly.
Because it is 5:38.
I mean, he may have been scared by us.
Oh.
Oh, look, there's another.
There are two. One's big.
Oh, yeah, they are. They have very large wingspans.
It's a big man, not a big man.
They're not small birds by any means.
No, totally not.
I mean, you could probably tell why they're one of my more favorite animals, just because they're big birds.
Okay.
I love big birds.
Huh.
Do you like the big bird?
Big Bird's a pedophile.
God, Sean. Why don't you ruin more of our childhoods for you?
Not in, like, the sexual kind of pedophile. He just likes kids.
He's Big Bird. He's cool.
No, he's not. His body temperature is at least, like, 96 degrees.
But he's Big Bird.
Big Bird.
Big Bird.
Is that Big Bird?
No.
Hi, Big Bird.
Oh, Big Bird's dead.
Where's Goofy? Where's Owl going?
It's Goofy. Goofy.
The Goffin Muffin.
The Goofy Muffin.
Oh, look at those algal blooms over there, Danny.
Wow.
I know, isn't it lovely?
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
Oh, it's 66. I said 36 earlier. I'm sorry, folks. Yes.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
Is it bad that literally every episode I think I've given us, given the listeners even more clue as to where we are?
I mean, we did it.
Danny, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. We did say Pete. Sorry, folks. We did say P-Town earlier.
Yeah, we did. But no, even like in the first one, what was it?
Sploosh.
Oh, jeez, I'm trying to find a good skipping one. But it was like in the first one, someone said, oh, we're in, or someone said this school. It was me, actually.
Yeah.
Because I said the old school, which doesn't exist anymore.
Aw.
No, that's okay. I haven't skipped stones in a while either, so this is going to be horrible.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta.
It's okay. If you fall on me, I won't fall.
So, yeah, you won't fall, but we'll fall in the river and die.
No. Watch out. I'm going to try something.
Okay.
Yo!
You got 2 that time.
Did. I'm not the greatest at skipping stones.
I don't think anyone is. Except
Takes
Avatar Aang.
Hey,
Ooh,
got a couple skips there, Danny.
I got a twofer.
So yes, now we're skipping stones.
Stones. Ooh, this one's really good. All right, here we go. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Yeah. That was
one,
horrible. Good one, Sean.
That was sexy.
Here's a rock.
All right, Danny, what's your favorite rock?
Oh, I love, are we talking rocks or crystals?
Well, crystals can fall into the category of rocks.
I really love amethysts, but my birth sign's an opal.
As is mine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why we're best friends.
Jesus, that was very close to your face. I'm sorry, Danny.
It's fine, Sean. Here's a big one. A big man. Big splash.
My favorite part of the Chill and Chat podcast was when they skipped stones for 5 minutes.
Totally. It has been 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Woo! Ow!
You
Hey.
didn't hit me with it.
I know. Because I know where you are. At all time!
How did you feel if you just smacked me with a rock and I just went, heh?
I'd be very sad.
No, don't be sad, because like I go insane and I become a more interesting villain.
And then a one up and a pitch. It's good!
You did good, Danny.
Sean, stop walking. Alright, shall we head on?
Yeah, let's get going back.
Bleak.
I think I'm done terrorizing the local wildlife.
Yeah, we do terrorize.
We do terrorize.
And terrorists.
No. Actually, I don't. Danny, what the hell are you talking about?
We don't terrorists? Right off people's bodies?
Oh, I thought you said we do terrorists. Like, have sex with them. I was like, no, I don't.
No, I wouldn't fuck a terrorist.
You wouldn't?
Nah.
What if the most beautiful woman from ISIS walked up to you and said, I will tell everyone to stop being evil only if you have children with me?
No. I'm not actually really into having kids.
Well, that's the thing. Danny, would you have children with a woman from ISIS if she somehow convinced the rest of ISIS to stop being evil terrorists?
Would I have to take care of these kids?
Yes.
No.
So you're saying you wouldn't take care of kids for the good of humanity?
I don't want kids.
Okay. All right, Danny, I see how it is. You're selfish.
Fine, I'll take care of the kids for ISIS.
Take care of the kids, and now ISIS isn't around anymore.
Well, okay.
See? See, there you go. All you have to do is take care of a couple not ISIS kids, and...
Half ISIS, half not.
Well, I mean, since ISIS isn't evil anymore, they can still be an organization, but they won't be evil.
Okay, yeah, but who's the new ISIS? America.
Crisis. It's called Crisis.
Crisis. Crisis averted.
Because everybody already says crisis averted.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, crisis averted. That's what they say whenever they thwart crisis.
God damn it.
The evil criminal organization known as Crisis.
Sean.
I love that beautiful dragonfly to our right.
Oh, he is pretty.
Dragonflies are like my favorite animal right now.
My great-grandma loves dragonflies.
They are one of the most adept hunters in nature. Do you know that, Danny?
Really?
Yes.
They hunt?
Yes, they do. In
What
fact,
do they hunt?
small invertebrates and small, teeny tiny bugs as well.
Like plankton?
Well, I mean, mostly like other mosquitoes or other water bugs, pond skaters,
I always wanted to go on that island.
and very, very small vertebrates sometimes.
Yeah. Isn't that island cool? It's like its own ecosystem.
Danny, let's throw you on there.
Okay. Whee! I made it to the island.
No, we didn't.
I didn't.
I instant transmissioned you there instead of throwing you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But now you're stuck inside it.
Oh, okay. Well, since I'm stuck inside this island, I think it's a good time to stop the podcast.
What?
Yeah.
No! Your instant transmission back! There you go.
Now it's a good time to stop the podcast.
No! Danny, we still have like 15 minutes.
Yeah, we have like 15 minutes.
15 minutes!
Oh, well, okay, Danny. I guess I'll say it now. Actually, I'll wait till we get over the wonderful rushing spillway.
The wonderful rushing spillway.
The wonderful Russian spillway.
My
friend Vladimir, what you'll do here at Spillway?
While we're going over the spillway, how about we try to sing? I have often dreamed of a little man.
Oh, yeah.
Who looks just like me, except more smaller and deformed.
Whoa, buddy.
And the crowds will cheer when they see this freak.
I'm sorry, that's just funny how you said that.
Freak.
See this freak.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go make a left.
Making a left turn now.
How many devices make that sound when people turn left, Danny?
A lot.
Really? They go...
Pointing. Pointing, 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 pointing.
Alright, now this way. Danny.
Yeah.
Cars don't sound like that.
No, but Sonic the Hedgehog music does.
Yeah, it kind of does, actually. You've heard Ice Cap Zone, right?
Running around at the speed of sound.
That's not
Got
Ice Cap Zone.
places to go, gotta follow my way
That's
home.
not Ice Cap Zone.
Oh, what zone is that?
Ice Cap Zone is the one that goes don't. That one's really cool. A lot of people like it.
Actually, no, I was thinking of like the beginning beat to like Sonic Heroes, like it goes.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oh, I love this hill. I have many fond memories of climbing up this hill as a squalling child.
It is the Green Hill Zone.
I mean, yeah, it is a green hill, most literally.
What's Green Hill Zone sound like, Sean?
Didn't we already do this bit?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we did when we were going to Jungle Gyms. We
Yes.
did this bit.
Because we were thinking of video game music. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, we were thinking of video game music.
So we just did. Well, I mean, I guess. Hey, speaking of video games, what have you been up to lately, Danny?
Oh my gosh. Well, I recently got to chapter 3 of Benny and the Ink Machine.
Ah.
Yeah, that game is so spooky.
Really?
Yeah, and the thing about it is,
And the thing about it
is it gets kind of difficult, but it's not like crazy difficult. And I like simple games with like a good story, but I also like really like Jumpman games like Mario and Crash and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then because I just don't get into stuff like Skyrim or like God of War, stuff like that. It's just not my
I still
thing.
want to do multiplayer Skyrim with you.
Yes, multiplayer Skyrim where you control one controller, I control the other.
It is exclusive to the Switch unless, you're just really good at holding
A
controller between two people, unlike any other port.
Yeah.
Or you actually make it like legitimate multiplayer Skyrim.
I've also been
Via
playing
mods.
Human Fall Flat.
Mm-hmm.
And that game is goofy and cute, and I love it. I have trouble getting across the one...
Dude, there's a spine. And watch out, on our right. We're on the bike path still.
Yeah.
So stay right.
I do have trouble, getting past this, one rope tree swing thing.
Hmm?
But I think I'll get it. I got it. Huh, you got it.
Oh, Danny. It's the easiest thing to get over. You have no clue. You have literally no clue how easy it is to grasp onto that rope and then fail.
Well, fight me. on that one, my friend.
Yeah.
Watching wise, a lot more YouTube, honestly. Been watching this YouTuber who I've been watching since about 2012 called Echo Gillette.
Yeah.
She is so cool and weird and is a really cool artist. Like, look her up, Echo Gillette on YouTube. She's, like, so nice and sweet.
Does she use a Gillette razor?
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
But she's, like, she's goofy and weird and, like, I just kind of agree with a lot of things she says, and how, like, the way she thinks about, like, dark things is kind of how I think about it, too. Listening-wise, Blink-182. I've been on a Blink-182 kick.
All the ball things.
I guess. All the small things. True care. True
My
dream.
ring.
Okay. But yeah, Blink-182, Youngblood, punk rock stuff. But yeah, I've been, really actively listening to a lot of other stuff. What about you, Sean?
Sorry, let me get a good drink real quick.
Okay, well, Sean gets a good drink. Let me just say this again.
Good. Sorry, that was very quick. As far as video games have been, there's been this game called Skelly Celeste. Yeah, it sounds weird. It's like a top-down sort of arena roguelike type deal.
Okay.
Where
You got it.
You're just a little skeleton with a gun and an axe, and you kill little creatures from hell.
Oh, cool.
There's that.
Baba.
Baba Is You. I've been still playing that one.
Yeah.
That one's epic. Well, I mean, like, it's just, again, it's a puzzle where you change the rules because you can interact with text.
Cool.
What else? Oh, there's a Switch port to Super Meat Boy.
Yeah, there is. I need to get that.
It is so fun. I only have one gripe with it, though.
What's that?
The music is different.
It is?
Like, noticeably different.
Aww.
The theming still fits. It's just, I'm used to the older music from, like, the Xbox 360.
Xbox.
But, like, it seems the whole thing was updated a little bit anyway for the Switch.
Fair enough.
Like, the graphics are a little better.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but, like, yeah, that's true. The music's different. There might be a few other unlockable characters as well.
Right.
Other than that, I don't know. Although I may pick up Pokemon Omega Ruby sometime soon again.
Oh, that's on Switch?
Oh, no. It's on 3DS.
Oh, I don't have a 3DS. I have a Switch.
Danny, how could you not have a 3DS?
Couldn't afford it.
Danny, how could you not have a 3DS?
I just don't.
Let's see. I don't know. That's all the games I'm doing right now anyway. As far as watching, I guess YouTube, whenever I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a broad description because I kind of watch a little bit of everything.
Game Grumps, Oni Game.
A lot of videos on just nature in general, like a bunch of specific animal species. I watched one on, I want to say moose very recently.
Moose.
Yeah. You know what's cool about moose horns?
They're called meese?
Well, moose horns.
No, what?
They can scrape their antlers. Well, their horns. I said antlers. Their antlers, they scrape them against trees to get rid of the velvet.
Oh.
But did you know velvet is vascularized tissue?
No.
Which means there's blood going to it.
Oh, God.
So you could see a moose scraping all of its velvet off, and it would drip off its horns and look like a bloody mess.
Oh, God.
It's really cool.
Nice. What about listening to?
The usual stuff. Caravan Palace, Fart Barf, Game Grumps remixes, video game music, stuff of that nature.
You don't listen to many popular artists, do you, bud?
Oddly enough, no.
I like that about you.
I guess the most popular group that I listen to is Caravan Palace.
I like Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift makes me shift.
Yeah, I like her music. But, alright, so with that, any closing thoughts, bud?
I don't know. I just want to see another great blue heron.
That'd be cool.
I want to see an alligator.
A crocagator?
A crocagator.
Okay, so,
Alligator.
before we go,
Yeah.
do you remember the show where there was either an alligator or a crocodile, and trying to live amongst a bunch of ducks?
Yeah, I forget what it was called exactly.
Me neither, and I'm like trying to think of it. We'll probably talk about it on the next podcast.
It wasn't like the Mighty Ducks or something, was it?
It wasn't the Mighty Ducks. I think it was like Sitting Ducks or something.
But yeah.
I don't know, but I'm going to look that up, and we're going to probably talk about it on the next podcast.
Do it, Danny. Do it.
I will. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, remember that anything can happen. Enjoy nature. And Sean?
It's echoey out here. Find us on podbean.com or via the app. Just look for the Chill and Chat podcast. This is number 5, right?
Yes.
Number 5.
All right,
Maybe.
folks. Until next time, keep being weird.
Fare thee well.